ladies, and welcome back to Still Looking Good 58. I am Faith, and today I am going to show you something that you don't always see, and I'm going to walk you through the process for curling a human hair wig, my process. Sometimes they just fly through it as they're doing it, and I understand that for the sake of time and everything, but I'm going to walk you guys through my process, why I use the tools that I use, how I curl the hair, you know, just that kind of thing. So I'm going to show you that, and I'm also going to show you how I laid it down. And this was kind of hilarious because I had never run into this problem before in terms of trying to lay down a lace wig. So let's take a look. In this video, I'm basically speeding things up, as you can see. I just washed this hair, and you see how thick it is. Again, it's 180% density, so you probably don't need a density that thick. If you don't really want your hair that thick, you could probably get a 150. So right here, I'm just kind of measuring where the lace is going to come by my ear, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to cut off the widow's peak, because that's really my main concern right now by spraying this hair and using the hot comb, because I want it to lay down flat in the front so that I can determine where I'm going to trim off this widow's peak. And see, right here you can see that the sides fit. They fit fine, and the wig is laying down fine. And again, that's why I'm thinking that possibly it was the mannequin head that stretched out the lace. So see, there it is. It's fitting just fine on the side. I'm about to start cutting it off so that I can get rid of that widow's peak. And now I'm just going to show you that I sprayed hairspray in this wig before I started the curling process. So now let's just take a look at the curling process. Okay, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what I'm doing. Basically, I'm trying to take just a few decent sized pieces, not a lot of pieces. I want a lot of curls, and so I'm taking them in layers so that I can have a lot of curls in layers. And I'm going to do that all the way around. You don't necessarily have to do that. Sometimes you watch people on YouTube who are just like putting it on their head and just doing big ones. And you saw earlier that I sprayed a lot of hairspray in this. That's really the key to this, not only to protect the hair, but to keep those curls in. Honestly, I think the best time to do this is when you've got time, not like when you want to wear the wig. I think you need to do this like right now. You know, it's after work, I just fixed dinner, I don't have anything else that I have to do, so I've got time to curl this wig, just to take my time and curl it. Because once you put the hairspray in here and you do this curling, it's gonna last. I mean, you can just keep it on your mannequin head and the curls are gonna last. I'm trying to think, the last time I did this with my RPG show wig, I think the curls lasted a couple of days just sitting on the mannequin head. But I mean, you're probably not gonna do that. You're probably gonna be curling your hair the night before or something like that to go to work or whatever, but I believe mine stayed in a couple of days. It's just this process just takes a minute, and you have to be willing to do that. You just have to be willing to do it. Okay, you guys may have also noticed that as I'm doing this, curling it around this curling wand, that the very tips are not getting curled because I'm having to hold them. And that's the downside of using that particular device, is because you have to hold it around the edge of it. If you use a regular curling iron, then you won't have to worry about that, because you can always wrap your tips up from the very beginning. Or you can use flexi rods and make sure that you wrap that tip up in the flexi rods. So you don't necessarily have to use the curling wand. I'm just using it because that's what I chose to do today. But flexi rods will at least get those tips in and get them curled, as well as a regular curling iron, not a curling rod like this. And I do, the one thing that I do also is, when I first grab the hair, I start by winding it from the very top of this wand. I start from the very top of this wand in my winding, and then wind all the way down. When I put my first wind on, I pull it tight so that it will go up as far as I can get it to the root of the hair, and then I just do the rest of the curling around the curling around the curling wand. So let me just, So I'm going to start at the very top. I'm going to pull it close, Then I'm going to start winding the rest of the hair around the wand. I know you can't see me doing that right now, but yeah, that's what I do. And I hold it for, I don't know, maybe 60 seconds. I don't even know if I hold it that long. I just kind of feel my way through it to make sure that I'm not only making sure that the hair gets curled, but that I don't burn it. Sometimes I will take my hot comb and I'll start at the top with the hot comb, and I'll let the hot comb kind of press it down, and I'll do that at the top, and then I will curl the rest of it. So sometimes, I mean, that's a tip. That's something that you can do as well. That's a way to get it to lay down nice on the top. I'll have to go back over it with the comb since I didn't do that the first time. But that's something that you can do. We are almost done, almost done. That's just what I do. I mean, I'm no expert at this, you know, granted, I don't make my living doing human hair, but I've done it enough over the last few years that I kind of have my own, you know, method. Everybody does, obviously. Everybody's got their own way of doing this, but this is just the way I do it. Whew, you got to stretch after this. I'm in the home stretch, but yeah, I got to stretch my muscles. Oh, whew. This takes a minute, you know? It does. So I decided to section off some of the top of this because since I'm wearing a left side part, I had just too much hair coming this way. So I just figured I'd section this middle part off and go ahead and do that separately. So yeah, I'll see you guys shortly. Okay, it's puckered up, and I guess that's kind of what my concern is, that it's puckered up. This lace, it puckers on one side, so that, I mean, even when you saw in the beginning, I tried to kind of measure it on both sides so it didn't look, so it looked even. It puckers. And I have to kind of really pull it because like it's puckering right here. This little piece right here is puckered. So I can put some spray on it and, you know, just try to hold it down. But yeah, it's puckered. It's puckered. And it's very weird because I've not seen anything like this before. I've never had this kind of problem. It's still puckered right there. It's like sticking up. It's like sticking up like there's a little bubble underneath it or something. I can feel it with my finger. And as you can probably notice right here, it lifts. It's lifted in the front because it still isn't pulled down enough on the side. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray this front part because I haven't sprayed this yet. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray this front part and go ahead and just work with this to try and get this to lay down. Okay. Like I said, I have never experienced this before with lace. I have never. And I was hoping that, I mean, because I've tried to lay it down once before and I had the same experience. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this Silky Sax thing on because it's all puckered over here. It's just like, it's all puckered over here. So I'm just gonna put this Silky Sax thing on and try to hold it down, you know, see if I can get it to hold down for a minute. And I'm going to come back and we're going to see what it looks like. But honest to goodness, I have never experienced this before with lace. I mean, you put it on your head, you measure it, you cut it, and you're good. But it wasn't until after I started curling this wig and I put it on my mannequin head that the lace stretched or something. So I'm wondering if maybe I stretched it putting it on my mannequin head, because my mannequin head is the same size as my head, 22 inches, but it's possible that by pulling it on there I may have stretched it, but I've never seen lace do this before. I mean, if you guys have had stretchable lace like this, let me know and I'll avoid it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry for a minute and then I'll come back and see if we can finish this up. All right, I am back and we're going to see how this turned out. I mean, just like everybody else, when you first do this and you take this melting band off. You know, the hairs are all smashed down, all that kind of junk, and you got to clean them up and all that stuff. And you know, and I'm fine with all that. Just trying to scrape it up. And a lot of stuff that I do, I've learned from other people. You know, I've watched other people do this, and I've learned it from watching them. So here we are trying to get to this side now. And again, this side just puckered, but it seems to have flattened out a little bit since I put that that melting band. Thank you, Silky Sax. Since I put that melting band on there, it seems to have flattened out a little bit, but the hair is still, you know, there's still pieces of hair that are caught that I gotta, you know, move around and get out of the glue and stuff like that. But I'll tell you, if you guys get this, get one of these XRS Beauty wigs with this, and I know that XRS Beauty makes other things other than this clear lace, but if you guys get this clear lace, just be careful, you know, because it's fragile. At least that's what I'm finding, that it's fragile. And you know, yeah. So yeah, it's still trying to come up a tad bit on this side, but I'm gonna get some alcohol and clean this off a little bit, and then I will come back and style this thing. Whew, I did not mean for this video to take so long. So now we're gonna get to the actual hair. So I'm gonna take these out, and I'm gonna keep this in the back of my head for a minute because I want to spray the front of this a little bit with some of this so that I could kind of use the flat iron. And basically I'm just gonna try and lay it down a little bit. I've got this on 15. With human hair, my hot comb was always a little hotter than it is with synthetic hair, because human hair can take a little bit more heat than synthetic hair can. And so all I'm doing is just trying to bring some of this back a little bit, just a little bit. I hate when my underwear shows when I do these things. I really do hate that. So yeah, so I didn't do anything with her except use my curling rod as you saw in the video. I put some Garnier Fructis in her, which is in my Amazon store. I also used some of this Got to Be Glued spray wax, which is also in my Amazon store. I laid her down with the Black Ebon, which is also in my Amazon store. And yeah, that's what I did to her. So my thoughts about her is that I really do love the hair. She doesn't really shed at all, only when you cut the lace. Yeah, I don't have any real cons except, like I said, the way the lace treated me. I just wasn't happy about that. But I do like the fact that I don't have to do baby hairs. On this side, I don't want to do them, and so I didn't do them. On this side, the swoop bang pretty much covers up any of the lace that didn't work out well for me. If I wore this as a middle part, I would probably lay down some baby hairs because of the fact that the lace puckers. But it's still clear. I mean, it's clear enough that, you know, it does fit with my skin. Now, if you accidentally get some foundation on it, then the color's going to change, obviously. Most of the time, I think people, including myself, try to wipe the front with alcohol before you lay the lace down so that you don't have to worry about that. But if you do a reapplication, you're probably going to get some foundation on it, and that's going to make it turn darker. Yeah, she was easy to style. She takes the curling iron really well. She takes hot rollers really well, but she's not going to like remain really, really curly. She's going to be more of a, you know, just like a wavy, like it is right now. I put curls in her, and she still has some of the curls, but she's pretty much a wavy wig for that, you know, for the most part. But yeah, I really like her, and I just wanted to share this with you guys again. I also wanted to show you how I curl my hair, because sometimes people don't show you that. So if you are interested in this XRS Beauty wig, I will leave the information down in the description section. I do like her, I'm telling you. I'm just a little frustrated right now because of this whole lay down thing. So I apologize for that. And there was something in my throat. I don't know what's going on today, but I got some issue going on with my throat, and I hope I don't have to like get any kind of esophagus stretching or anything going on, because you know I'm getting old. And anyway, Thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscription button and that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my uploads. And as I always say, ladies, if you're going to show love to anyone today, please show it to the Creator. I'm still looking good, and of course, so are you. See you next time.